Alcohol, much like fashion, experiences trends. Now, a few years ago, we saw wine bars popping up all over. Then martinis had their day, but now there's a new spirit set to take over, bourbon, and more specifically, boutique bourbon. Now, you might be thinking, bourbon? Isn't it just for old guys with cigars? Well, not anymore, and thanks to places like Twin Creeks here that boasts an array of boutique bourbons, the trend is catching on. Now let's just see if the mixologist here at the Silverton Resort and Casino can turn this champagne girl into a bourbon drinker. Let's go. Located inside the Silverton Hotel and Casino, Twin Creeks restaurant is definitely worth the trip down Las Vegas Boulevard. With a new executive chef, Twin Creeks hopes to delight your palate with prime steaks, succulent seafood, and eclectic desserts.
We have a great lounge area, obviously, and knowledgeable staff, and hopefully you'll get that fine dining experience from the Strip at about half the price.
And after a nearly $4 million remodel, the new natural elements, ambient color wall, and fresh leather breathe new life into that old Vegas vibe, creating the perfect atmosphere to kick back and enjoy an aged bourbon. Behind the bar, master mixologist John DuPont has handpicked an array of boutique bourbons, whiskeys, and other spirits. But as I learned, all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon.
Bourbon is governed by United States law. It has to be at least 51% corn in the mash. It has to be aged for at least 2 years in new charred oak barrels. And it has to be produced in the United States.
Always willing to participate in a trend, I hop behind the bar and give some of these rare beauties a chance. We dive right in and start with John's favorite and the #1 rated bourbon in the world, a 20-year-old Pappy Van Winkle.
Yeah, you can drink this anyway. Straight like we're about to do it.
We don't mess around.
No, we don't.
So if I go bourbon tasting and I don't know what I'm doing, how do I look like I know what I'm doing?
It's very, when you're doing spirits tastings, it's very similar to wine.
Okay. First, look for that nice amber color. Then take time to experience the aromas.
One difference is when you're catching the nose on whiskey, you breathe that through your mouth, not your nose. It'll actually kill your senses.
Then, of course, you want to taste. Ooh, that warms you up.
Wonderful. Reminds me of Christmas every time I smell it.
In an attempt to attract the ladies, Jack Daniel's created this Tennessee whiskey called Gentleman Jack. Now it's filtered before and after the barrel through maple-cured charcoal, giving it a touch of sweetness and a tingly spice at the end. So ladies, if you're looking to acquire a taste for the hard stuff, this might be a good place to start. Now I might not give up my champagne completely, but I think I'm willing to splurge on the good stuff in a snifter once in a while.
Cheers.